Hana, a young woman in her mid-20s, lived a life tethered to her phone. Her world was a symphony of digital chirps and buzzes, constant influx of notifications, breaking news and social media updates. The city around her pulsed with its own frenetic energy, mirroring the constant hum of information demanding her attention. While outwardly connected to everything, Hana felt a growing sense of emptiness gnawing at her soul. One particularly stressful day, as the weight of the digital world pressed down on her, Hana walked past a quaint park, tucked away amidst the towering skyscrapers. Drawn by the promise of respite, she entered. Inside, a world of quiet unfurled before her. Lush greenery, dappled sunlight, and the gentle murmur of a fountain replaced the city's cacophony. In the center of the park, an old man knelt, his movements slow and deliberate as he tended a small, meticulously cared-for garden. Intrigued by the serenity emanating from him, Hana approached the old man. He looked up, his eyes crinkled with a smile that held the wisdom of years. "Excuse me," she began hesitant. "How can you be so calm in the midst of everything?" The old man gestured towards the garden. "Child," he said, his voice raspy but gentle, "imagine this garden as your mind. The notifications, the news, the social media feed, they are like weeds, constantly growing, demanding your attention and choking out the space for peace and tranquility." He pointed to a vibrant sunflower, its face basking in the sun. "Focus on cultivating the flowers, the things that bring you joy, enrich your spirit, and connect you to the present moment. Just like tending the garden, it takes consistent effort, but the reward is a flourishing, vibrant space that brings you solace." Hana's brow furrowed. The metaphor resonated deeply within her. She looked at her phone, the screen suddenly glaring with an unnatural intensity. The notifications, previously attention-grabbing, now seemed like weeds, sucking away her energy. The old man chuckled. "You see, child," he continued, "technology can be a beautiful tool, but it can also become a cage. It's easy to get lost in the constant barrage of information, forgetting the world around you and the peace that lies within." He patted the ground beside him, inviting her to sit. As Hana settled down, they fell into a comfortable silence, broken only by the soft sounds of the park. Birdsong filled the air, a stark contrast to the digital chirps she was accustomed to. She noticed the delicate dance of butterflies around the flowers, the vibrant colors painting a scene far more captivating than any curated feed. "What can I do?" Hana finally asked, her voice laced with a newfound determination. The old man smiled again. "Start small, child. Set boundaries for your phone. Disconnect from the noise and reconnect with yourself. Seek out experiences that nourish your soul, whether it's reading a book in the park, spending time with loved ones, or simply taking a mindful walk and appreciating the beauty around you. Remember, the most important connections are not forged online, but in the present moment, with yourself and the world you inhabit." Hana stayed in the park for hours that day, her phone silenced for the first time in years. She observed the old man meticulously tending to his garden, each movement imbued with purpose and peace. Slowly, a seed of hope was planted within her. She realized that true connection and happiness weren't found in the digital world, but in the quiet corners of her own mind and the vibrant world around her. Stepping out of the park, she took a deep breath, the air tasting fresh and invigorating. The city felt different now, less intimidating and more full of possibilities. Taking out her phone, she set a timer for a short digital detox, a small step towards cultivating her own inner garden, one where peace and joy could bloom.